I just thought if this artist is as special as I think, I might want this one for my own label. And so I'm back in the exact same office that I was fired from, some 7 years earlier. And I knew going back into that culture that I didn't want to be there. So I had made up my mind pretty quickly that in September of '05, I was going to roll all the dice and leave and start my own label. And it was by a young female artist named Taylor Swift. And it was a very smartly put together package. And there were some really unique qualities about the package. There was an Abercrombie and Fitch catalog that was clipped to a picture of Taylor. And I'm like, well, you don't see that every day. Very attractive girl. You couldn't tell whether she was 14 or 21, and at that time she was 14. And within this format, that country is pretty much a young adult format. It's not a teen format. And while it's always aging down, at that time it was very much a 25 to 54 demographic. Younger females had struggled mightily, and there really weren't any at that time. And so because of her looking like a young adult, that immediately was a big draw to, all right, if these songs on this CD really were written by her, and she really is all this, I can't wait to meet her. She came in, and she was adorable, and she was smart, and she was funny, and she started playing songs. It was just her and her manager, no parents. And I think the second song was a song called Picture to Burn. And she played, I said, that's a hit song. And she kind of went, that, really? The next event was me going out and meeting the family. And I said, here's the deal. If you want to be at the Universal Music Group, I will introduce you to all of the executives and try to help you get signed. But you need to know something. I'm not going to be there in a year. I'm leaving in September to start my own label. And the only promise I can make you tonight is that if you wait, you have a record deal with me. And they looked at me like I was crazy, and I said goodnight. And I remember as clear as day driving out there, it's like, if I don't walk the walk, I can't talk the talk. It's go time. So that really was a pivotal moment of an absolution with me of, I'm going to do this. A couple weeks later, wasn't a manager, wasn't a parent, Taylor called me herself on the cell phone and said, hey Scott, it's Taylor. Hey Taylor, how you doing? We talked for a minute. She goes, hey, I just want you to know I've made up my mind and I'm waiting for you. There are moments almost every day where I kind of look around and go, wow, this really worked, didn't it? But there, back in that, we were running so fast. And you really don't know what it means to start a small company and go, okay, all of a sudden we have sold, a few million records. Well, we still have payroll. Still got to get up in the morning and go to work. And how much smarter can we be? How much more productive can we be? I do my best work when they're nipping at my heels, and they're nipping at my heels all day long. What about this? What about this? What about this? So it's a complete, adrenal experience every day because we're just going.